Welcome to the stage of history. I am your illustrious host, Kevin Uncanny Anytime. All right, welcome to Friday, y'all. It is on and popping, okay? Let's ride into the weekend with nice, positive attitudes and a happy vibration, right? I got a good one for you today because I definitely was thinking about this. I was trying to figure out some things as I was sitting there in my meditation, and I was thinking like, you know what? This is a good topic because part of what we do at Mindset Matters is really dive deep into who you are. There's so many different things that you can do that with, and you really want to continue to ask yourself questions to really dive into the who you are, right? To really find out the differences, the little meticulous details, just all the way around the board as far as every little decision that you make, to really see the depths inside of you, the universe inside of you, right? There's a whole bunch of different topics. And so one of the topics that I wanted to go over was, why are you on social media? And this is not to condemn anybody or anything like that. It's just literally to ask yourself that question, to really figure it out and be like, well, why am I on there? You know, what am I trying to do? Is it just for entertainment? Is it to put out a positive message? Do you want to be the light in the in that arena? Do you want to keep in contact with family and friends? Do you want to only look at specific content? Are you researching specific things? Like, what is it? What really is the purpose behind it? And that will help you to really think about what you're doing. Because if one of the questions, if one of the answers is well, because everybody else is on there, then you really want to think about what type of decisions you're making in life. What type of decisions that you're allowing outside circumstance, things to dictate what you're doing, right? Because as I'm building this program and the institute and everything, that was something that I wanted to ask myself. I definitely wanted to figure out, okay, why am I on here? What is the purpose? You know, it's an open marketplace where there's a lot of individuals that you can reach that you wouldn't normally reach with trying to do, you know, like calling people on the phone or going door to door type stuff. It's like you get to reach people from all different territories and all different places. And so with me attempting to build something that is a sustainable community and a corporation, or a business, I should say, that was something that I wanted to think about. That was something that I wanted to make sure that I was really analyzing, okay, what is my real purpose of being on here though? So as I dissect it, it's a number of different things. It's, okay, I get to meet people that I probably wouldn't meet unless I flew out into their territory. Right? You get to see people from different cities, different states, even different countries and stuff like that. And you get to kind of market yourself that way. Right? And so with me trying to build this thing that I believe in as far as helping people to find their purpose and to really dive into themselves, that transcends any location, right? That doesn't just say, oh, well, I'm only trying to do that in Phoenix, or I'm only trying to do that in Arizona. It gives you this wide open field to be able to really push that idea out there. And so that's what I really appreciate about it. Another thing is that, yes, you can get some really good information from it. There are people who put up like only positive posts and a lot of different quotes and things like that. I know I've gained a lot of different quotes and things like that from different social media pages that I don't think I would have run across any other way, not in any books or anything like that. That even though I read a lot of books, there's a lot that you can see out in social media that could be beneficial, right? Such as that. So that's something also to really think about, what content am I consuming, and the purpose of me being on social media and consuming that content is it beneficial for me or not? Right. So what am I on here for? Right. And then it's networking ability, right? It's to meet new people, reaching out to people to see if we can get together to talk about mindset topics, and really, really trying to build a like-minded community of individuals to where we can discuss these things and discuss how we're all working on ourselves, right? Because that's who I'm trying to find, the legendary group of individuals who are going on the insatiable quest to work on the little details about themselves, such as this. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even this topic is not going to be very it's not going to be super open to where it's a bunch of people that's going to really be thinking like this. But that's who I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who are thinking in this nature. Like, okay, well, what am I doing? That goes a lot into who am I? And like when we put up the Who Am I Wednesday topics, those are fact-finding questions about yourself, because as we help you to find your purpose, your number one purpose is to find out who you are and to really, really, really know who that person is. Because if you don't know who you are, everything else is going to be very staticky. It's not going to have a lot of clarity. It's going to be a little blurry as far as what you're doing. It was very interesting because I saw this post on TikTok, and he was talking about the dark side of going viral. And it was so good. I was like, man, I had to shoot him a comment. I was like, this was really good, because the dark side of going viral that people don't talk about is when you are going viral and you go viral for a particular video, that almost entices you to be stuck in a loop of, I need to make another video of this nature to go viral again, because it is very addicting. It is a very high dopamine shot that you get when a number of different people share your content. A number of different people are commenting and liking it, and all of a sudden it ends up on the news or whatever the case may be. And this has not happened to me, y'all. This has not happened to me, but I have seen it before. I have been in the vicinity of these things, so I have experienced it outside looking in, to be able to observe it before it has occurred in my paradigm. So that's why I'm able to speak to it, is because as you go viral, what happens next? Do you continue to push your authentic message, or do you switch it to tailor it to the viewership? And that's what he was talking about. He was like, I kind of lost. He said, I had an identity crisis. I kind of lost my mission. I kind of lost what I was talking about, where I was going, what I was doing, because my mission was to be yourself, to be authentic. And he said, I started tailoring all of my content to the views. And he was like, that's not what I wanted, man. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to be. And I was really lost in a space to where people were reaching out to me. It was very transactional. There wasn't any feeling behind it. It was like, you need to get me views. And, he said he was working with specific promoters or whatever, and they were requesting, hey, we'll pay you X amount of dollars to promote our product. And then it just became this, hey, well, you got to make sure you provide this to be able to get this. And it wasn't what he was representing, is what I'm saying. So that was really, really interesting. And it was really refreshing to see somebody come on there and be very open about that type of stuff. So That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing, because it's a possibility. You could haphazardly go viral. You being on social media, you doing your stories every day, or you putting up posts every day. And it's like, what, you got to really think about it. What is the purpose? What is the purpose? What happens when that happens? What are you going to do when you go viral, when you go all over the place, and then all of a sudden all of this maybe income, or maybe influence, or fame, or something all just comes at you at one time? What is going to happen? It's good to at least think about that and really, really contemplate it and figure out, well, hey, if this is what may occur to me, then I want to have a measure of preparation, set in place, a plan or something like that, just in case that this does happen. It's not discounting yourself that it would never happen to you. You can't say that. And I don't want you to say that. That's not what we promote. That's not the line of thinking that we promote, because it is very well a possibility in the quantum field. You have no idea who's watching your content, who may share it, and the perfect storm of things that mesh together, and all of a sudden, boom, here you go. Because you are allowing yourself to be out there and to be pushing out content, and to be whatever you're representing yourself to be. So really, really, really think about that. Okay. I just thought it was really interesting, because it's diving really deep into yourself to figure out, what am I doing? What am I really doing? Why am I doing this? What is it for? How does it make me feel, when I make a story and I get more views than I did the last time, or something like that, and I ask myself these questions. It's good to ask yourself these questions, because you really want to know, well, hey, am I really looking to just be famous, or am I looking to actually help people? When I get all of this stuff that I'm supposedly gonna get, then am I going to use it for what I said I was going to use it, or am I going to be overwhelmed, or is it going to lead me in a particular direction? These things are good to ask. These are really good things to ask yourself, because as you ask yourself these things, you get really solid in who you are. And so when it does occur and you're like, no, this is what I'm doing, there could be a whole bunch of persuasion, a whole bunch of people trying to manipulate you and blah, blah, blah. You will be solid. You will stand firm in yourself and be like, no, this is what I'm doing. And part of that is almost rehearsing what will happen, and really, really just, again, diving deep into why you're doing it. Because then when these things occur, when these people reach out to you, or these companies, or whatever the case may be, you can literally be like, nope, I already thought about this. You know what I mean? That's where it counts. It's like, no, I already thought about this. I already made the agreement with myself that this is what this was about. So it won't be such an abrupt, kind of indecisive, don't know what to do, want to get the views, want to get the income, want to get, you know what I'm saying, being very like, just stuck in a position. You would have already gone over these things. And when you have these conversations with yourself, and you really, really know what you stand for and who you're being out here in the marketplace, that will really help you to be able to be yourself in any given situation. And that is incredibly important. That is incredibly important. So we really, really, really wanted to encourage you guys to think about that. I don't really see a lot of people talking about that as we are. And he kind of jogged that. He kind of did go into that realm. He was like, well, I have to think again, what am I doing on here? So it kind of helped to create this topic, because I was like, that is good. That's good mental work right there. That's a good critical thinking topic, because it's just something that we don't talk about a lot. And for him to say, there's a dark side to going viral, it's like because most people are not going to say that simply because it's probably not going to get them the views, right? It's not going to get them because people, every time you go on social media, you will see at some point somebody saying, hey, this is how you can go viral. This is what the algorithm's doing, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, hold on. What does that mean, though? What does that even mean? What is going viral for? What is it for? How does it make you feel? Do you need that external massive, massive community validation or something like that? It's like, if you do, then you really got to ask yourself, why? Why do you need that? What is it about? What is it for? How does it make you feel? What do you think it's going to get you? That is incredibly important, you guys. So yeah, just really, this Friday, kind of lax, not too many things to, 3 ways to blah, 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 or 2 ways to type of stuff. Just some deep thought topics, man. I like really going over some really deep thinking topics, and I thought this was a good one because it had me sitting at the table thinking for a while, like, oh, okay, I gotta figure that out. I gotta think about that, because I definitely 100% am not going to conform to the viewers. I'm helping individuals by going over stuff, but I'm not going to let the views dictate, oh, well, this is what's getting views, so do this content. It's like, no, I'm genuinely going over topics, genuinely trying to help people to look at themselves and to figure out who they are and to dive deep into their mental thinking so that they can really critically think about the decisions that they're making in their life, because that's important. That's going to truly help someone, right? And so if it's not gaining a whole bunch of traction, it's not gaining a whole bunch of traction. It doesn't really matter. But the individuals that do watch this and they do listen and they do take heed to the information and they really think about that stuff and they're like, man, that's something I need to think about, that is literally slowly changing the future. And that is what we are here. The Mindset Matters legends are here, y'all. They are going through. The first class is open. All right. The first class is open and they're already going through it. We're going through the spiritual program, making sure that we're finding ourselves, doing the meditations, really figuring stuff out. Okay. And so it's gonna continue, and it doesn't matter if it's 1 person or 5 or 10 people. It's gonna continue because this is important. I've heard multiple people, at least 2 to 3 people that I've talked to directly saying, this is what people need. This is what people need right now. And I'm like, I know that. And because if I can say that, I know there's at least 5 to 10 other people who are saying that's not putting it out there, right? And then so if I got 2 or 3 other people, then that's 10 to 30 to 20 to 30 more people that are thinking that. And so it's like, that is what I'm talking about. I'm just being the one that is blazing the trail, right? I'm just being the one that's beating down the path so that there is a pathway for people to go and follow behind, right? And so that's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about pioneering the idea. It's about pioneering the idea of how do we start to repair ourselves? How do we start to fix these broken systems or these malfunctioning systems in this living experience that we're going through, right? So yeah, just wanted to definitely say that, guys. So again, continue to look forward to the next enrollment. The next enrollment is coming up in towards the end of this month. All right, we in the 1st of July, so towards the end of this month we're gonna have another open enrollment, so look out for that. And then go ahead and take the Mindset Matters concentrated strength assessment, which is down in the description. Go ahead and check that, okay, and see the type of things that I have you go through, that's just a very small glimpse, but that's just the type of mindset conditioning that I'm showing people that I've gone through that truly have helped me, right? And then go to the store, y'all. www.mindsetmattersmore.store. Get some gear. Never leave home without your crown on. All right, never leave home without your crown on. All right, that is how it goes down, y'all, because mindset, the crown of the head, the mindset is what matters. That is what matters. Mindset matters more than anything else. All right. So always keep that in mind. Y'all stay focused. Okay. Focus on the good. All right. I'll definitely see you guys next week. Thank you for watching this. I really appreciate you sharing your energy with me. Thank you so much. Love you guys. And you have a fantastic rest of the day and going into the weekend. Okay. Have a great one. Make it a great one. All right. Anytime,